in the reproductive rights bundle, I think it was.
Yes.
And is gonna run. I helped her kind of like iron out her like rules revisions and kind of the way it's gonna work. It's gonna be really fun. And everybody's gonna go on describe some fun dates, like bachelor-esque style themed dates, and see who can win the heart of what I'm sure is to be a very interesting or very boring bachelorette, depending on the way it goes. Because sometimes they're like vanilla ice cream.
Right.
Sometimes they're like the wildest person on the planet.
So
Most of the time it's the vanilla ice cream though.
Right. Yeah. The producers try to have one person who's vanilla. That's always the main. Yeah.
But yeah, that should be fun.
So yeah, other stuff that we got going on. We have, of course, Gen Con coming up in August. I hope everybody has their housing sorted. I hope everybody has their events sorted, because those ships have sailed. There are new events still coming. There's actually a new event from us coming here shortly, I think. And so yeah, there's all kinds of action on the Gen Con front. All of our projects with R. Talsorian are going really well. And then of course our own HSC content that we're going to be running is going really well. So yeah, we're pretty much stoked for that, for Gen Con. And this year the Latin Lounge is happening for the first time, and our own Hugo from the Death Knight Club and Fernando are going to be running events in the Latin Lounge. So they're going to be doing games in English and games in Spanish. So I really can't wait to hear what that whole situation is like. And if I can get into one, like most of them are gone. Like most of them are already sold out, but I think there's like one or two that have not yet sold out yet. So I'm going to see if I can't get into one of those. But yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff, especially for Gen Con that's coming up in August. I'm trying to think, are there any other...
You've released 2 podcasts in like the last 2 weeks.
That's right. I talked about the last one. So yeah, this last Tuesday we did Brindlewood Bay with Jason Cordova. He's the mastermind behind Brindlewood Bay and the Gauntlet RPG community. If you've never heard of the Gauntlet, it's a very big but insular. Yeah, it's a very big but insular gaming community. It's like they run like 100-something games a month. They have a ton of like cool player aids and guides on like 500-something games, and they're just a really cool community. Jason came on and talked to us for like over an hour, and about all kinds of different topics, not just his community, but his new Kickstarter with Brindlewood Bay and games that he's made, and just kind of all the stuff that he has learned going from content or from community creator or community builder to like publisher and game designer. And it's just really cool. He's a font of knowledge. So we got to do that, and that released on Tuesday. And then of course the week prior we did our Pod Faded episode, for anybody who missed it. Just Rich and I announcing our return to the court of podcasting. Where we must say things and have fun. And if people
important opinions about games on the internet.
That's right. That's right. While we rib each other constantly. Yeah, and we have some really cool stuff coming. The next episode is our Gen Con 2022 planning episode, talking about all the cool stuff that we're doing for Gen Con. And then I have a really cool one about how to break into the like Latin American market from Hugo's perspective, because he has done it successfully like more than once at this point. And so he shares a lot of lessons with us from the Death Knight Club, and that'll be a really good one. So yeah, we're recording more stuff this weekend.
I've seen Hugo wheel and deal firsthand. It is something to behold.
Dude, there's nothing quite like an economist and salesperson who's just like, yeah, I know the full value of what I'm getting here.
Like, and as somebody who was there, like, hey, I'm trying to get a thing done. He's like, oh, easy. Like, here's 500 people to fill out your survey or whatever, and then they're going to pass it to 30 more people, and then they're going to pass it to 30. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. He told me about this one book they translated, had the distribution rights, and published. And I'll spoil a little bit just to tease it out. He had one game shop sell 80 copies of his game. Yo, damn, I cannot
impressive.
Think of a book that has sold 80 copies out of a game store in a minute. You know, like D&D, sure, D&D, but like,
I have that book.
Yeah,
I do have that book. It's in my cabinet.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I think mine's like right over there. So yeah, It's wild, just wild. So yeah, he's got a lot of really cool tips in that. I can't wait for that episode to come out. And yeah, we're rolling it going. We're recording more on the 29th. So we're gonna keep at it, and loving the podcast creation process all over again. So
Nice.
I think that's it. I think Mike, Rachel's our DM. Why don't you set the stage? What are we doing tonight? What's happening?
Well, first off, Katrina did throw the link to the Brindlewood Bay Kickstarter into the chat. I'm pretty sure they have a couple days left.
They do.
Get it. Get that book. Like,
It's so good. It's so good.
Everything they got for there. Do it.
It's so good. It's like Golden Girls, Murder She Wrote, and Cthulhu, right? With like
All
a really great mystery system that I'm totally stealing for all my future games. Because like
Such a nice.
it's just so good.
And I'm
It's like the
dying
no
for the
prep.
cookbook.
It's like the no prep
Yes.
way to do a mystery, because you don't actually have to have the answer to
Yeah.
the mystery.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's so cool. It's so cool.
Just roll
And
with it.
then
It's fun.
like I love their little like cozy vignettes and stuff like that, and the ways the characters stress themselves to like get out of a sticky situation. It's just so good. It's such a great little game. And yeah, we play it here on the show, so you can see some examples of play. Mike Richardson runs that as well, and that's a ride and a half. And then yeah, Kickstarter is still going on now. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's done, but you could probably buy it because it's gonna definitely hit the stores at some point because it's just a gem of a game.
Yeah. So look for that in other news. For people on here, we're using a Google Sheet to try to keep track of stuff for the tonight's game. That is lifted from one of their play aids. So
Hey.
just
Oh,
Dig
the
in
Red
that
Markets
line
play
for anything
aid
you can.
from the Gauntlet. That's hella good.
I added some stuff to it for tonight, but that is where this whole thing started from. So yes, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to play Red Markets, a game of economic horror. I didn't change the title for my thing though. So yes, down below it says Red Markets, the Incidentals. But tonight it is Red Markets, not as the Incidentals, and instead as their friends, generic youth around the Enclave of Elevation. We will be playing tonight as a crew named Trophy.
Perfect.
So we get new names all around the overlay tonight. We have Kratrina playing as LoJack, who has appeared in the Incidental series a couple times, and then we have Riley, Bug, and Bex, who have all appeared at least once, if not more than a couple times. They've all been around in the town here, but they have found themselves a job. They found Isa Vasquez, the head of the farmhands here in Elevation, posting on the Lifelines forum, looking for a crew to help him, which Bug so deftly negotiated in our Discord chat. So the
Did a
crew is
great
gonna be-
job. I did a great job reading the roles that I made.
To kind of just express to the people watching at home on how well that negotiation rolled in Discord was, just imagine that Casey was here in real time rolling dice, and you will get an idea of how the negotiation
Oh
went.
my god, so many fails. But then there was like one crit success. So it was like maybe not awful, but still not great.
It's still it's like it locked stuff up and like it didn't get worse, but it still didn't necessarily help all that much. No. It's like, this doesn't fix the negotiation, but maybe we'll sprinkle in like Bex has to live at the visitor center, which is kind of like living in a prison, but maybe we'll help find Bex a room with like a window. Like,
yes. Oh yeah.
It was brutal.
So yes, you've all taken this job for Isao Vasquez, which is, for anybody reading on Twitch or on YouTube, whenever the time may be, is entitled Adventures in Babysitting. Yes, he has asked Trophy to scout ahead because there is a field out there in the loss, near Elevation, but a little ways away. And he needs you guys to be on point to clear a path so that he can have a bunch of volunteers follow you through to this field. It is a field that appears to have been laying fallow. There are plants there. They want to pollinate them so that this field will grow a crop and that they will be able to harvest it when harvest time comes. But because Red Markets and climate change and large-scale bee die-off, there's no bees to pollinate these plants. So what they have is they have a bunch of volunteers who have little jars of pollen and those big poofy like makeup brushes that I know that you can use to dry brush miniatures with, but they serve makeup purposes too somehow. So they have to go out there, dip them in these little jars of pollen and pollinate
Mike,
all the
you're
plants.
amazing. Wait, so they're all going to be like painting little bits of pollen from one flower to the next?
Yes. So they need somebody to make sure that the path there is clear for these people who are going to do it, and to keep them safe while they're out there in a field individually pollinating plants.
Oh
It just
my
doesn't
God.
sound like a good idea though, because if a zombie even gets close to this soil,
Oh
it's
my
all
God.
It would
fucked.
kill the plant. Yeah, it would kill
Yeah.
whatever plants get blighted on the soil.
Get blighted, yeah. Oh boy.
Great.
Oh boy. Yay.
So that there is the job, right? Clear path, and then babysit while these people just hang out and like just brush.
It's fine. It's fine.
And then later on in the year, we'll have, tomatoes or tobacco or tobaccos or whatever the hell these are. In the end.
Tobaccos.
Yeah, we don't even know what they are, right?
I personally don't know. Yeah, it's
Oh,
some
okay.
kind of a crop that needs to be pollinated, and there's you got to
There's
do
the
it by
one way you
hand.
can do it.
Well, there's two ways you can do it. The other way is like you hire industrial crop dusting drone fleets
Jesus.
that do it. But it's cheaper to just like say take the people who like live in your enclave and say, if you work, you eat, and this is the work. Like,
Oh my God. I can't
so.
wait.
That's gonna be great.
So we're headed there. We're headed out here. We're Rocking Point. We're on our way out to clear the path for these people, these volunteers who will be following along behind you. Negotiations didn't go great. Not getting a whole lot of pay for this job. I think end of the day, everybody's getting about 6 bounty. That does not cover your expenses at all for anybody. It especially does not cover the expenses for Riley, who has this big drone and stuff, and it's real expensive out here.
And just to understand, if the drone does not get fed, does it just like stop? Does it just
Yes.
break?
It's not like it breaks until you fix it. It's if you don't pay upkeep on it once, the drone is destroyed. Go buy a new drone.
Oh my God.
And that drone has like all the shit on it.
Yes, that was a conveniently pawned off drone that had every single upgrade that who knows
That's
where
right.
it might have come from. Yeah.
Right.
We really needed that money.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
mean-
how big is this drone? Just so that I know.
It's aren't they like big? Like they take up hall or something like that, right? Or like
Yeah,
the
like
the
it's
charging
something
station
like-
takes up hall or something like that.
Well, to carry the drone and the gear to operate it, it's like it is like its own like backpack kind of almost. So it's like its own pack for all the stuff just for that.
It's one haul, but it also carries one haul. So it can carry itself.
So in its general move, is it like floating along with us, or
It can be. I mean, yeah. Carrying the gear for it reduces your ability to carry stuff, but it has like a cargo space in it. So yeah, that's we've been hanging out. We were on Ubik. We saw people going on again about this Bigfoot thing. Who the hell even knows? And then this
Let it
job
go,
offer.
Frankenberry. Let it go.
Actually, there's if you go visit ubic.link in your browser, there was another new post which was Harold Carmichael Esquire, renowned asshole. I think telling people that they needed to like cut down on the stim sauce and shut up about the Bigfoot aberrant, like there's something like that.
Wait.
So-
What?
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
There's
what?
new things here. Jar of
there's only
meat,
two.
It's a choice.
That was one of the ads that was provided to us by the members of the Red Markets Discord.
That's so good. That's
there is, if you scroll down far enough, one for like drone pizza delivery that I'm surprised David hasn't commented on yet, because
Look.
there's a
did y'all see
couple news articles about Senator Wortham. That's
Did y'all see that Walmart is going to try to roll out drone delivery in like 6 states like fairly soon? Like, I'm just like, what is happening?
I wish them luck.
Good luck.
A kid with an air rifle, and it's like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
those dudes in Red Markets that shot down our
Yeah.
drone and then sold it back to us. Like,
Yes, those guys. I remember those guys.
yeah, there we
the
go.
gold doubloons.
Gold.
Was it trash bag and like what was the other dude's name? Did not like them.
Oh man.
Yeah, I forget off
So
the top of my head.
Yeah. Did not like them.
I'm sorry. I haven't looked at the Ubik.link for a long time. And some of these are just great. Like the simple pill they don't want latents to know about.
Completely legit product, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Blight Be Gone extra gel. Never worry about blight exposure again. That's another. I did take your idea that you mentioned at one point about like the random communication student who's like, "Will you fill out my survey?"
Yeah.
That's such a vibe.
It's so true.
I've seen 6 of those in the last like week.
I'm sure.
From,
Hey,
like,
people who've
different
been
people.
declared dead by your government, will you fill out my survey for my class?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What's great is that since you're dead, I don't need to worry about the IRB. So, like, there's nothing protecting you. I can just extract info if you'll give it.
So wrong.
Oh,
Look, there is no shame in finding a way to do your research in a way that doesn't require you to fill out an IRB form, okay? Those
Yeah, I
things
know,
are terrible.
I know.
I hate them.
But since they don't, since they're all technically loss at this point, or technically casualties at this point, it's like, I don't know.
That would definitely be a thing that
Yeah.
circumvents the human
There's actually a
testing
legal term
requirements.
for it. There's a homo sacer is like a legal term for it, where it's a real thing because it dates back to like the age of piracy, where it was like, you've been declared legally dead, but also you're not protected by any laws. So like if somebody kills you, they're not liable for murder because our laws don't care about you anymore because whatever.
Whoa.
Like it's weird. Yeah.
Oh.
It's great. So here we are in Oklahoma, walking down the road.
Oklahoma, where the
Victims of homeostasis. Just
Yes.
like, goddamn.
rough.
I didn't even know.
I'm a new grunge band.
Damn.
All right. Yeah.
I think
Good.
there's a point where you are hiking on your way, like you've been doing your check-ins, like, oh yeah, the people falling, they're doing all right, they're coming along behind us. Chess piece face and Big Duluth keep answering when we radio back, and like, yeah, they're there, they're still there. Got our
Did you
stuff.
say chest piece face?
Chess piece face and Big Duluth, yes,
That's right.
because every NPC from before is going to be an NPC again. That's yeah, they're the couple
Remember,
that
those
has
were the
little
names
Layton
that,
girl.
yeah, I was gonna say those were the names that the daughter gave them.
Yeah. That's so good.
Which,
Glad that
if you
they
also go dig up the
so-
first They Might Be Giants album, you'll find where those names come from.
This is just a reason for Mike to get his like pop
Oh,
culture
yeah.
references in.
I just
Good. It's good. I'm gonna spend a
it's a
ration.
game that's specific to one specific person. Like, we start broad. There's zombies. Narrow it down. There's zombies in an apocalypse. The government sucks. Then we get down to like the very first They Might Be Giants album had a song called Rabbit Child. Right? Like, we know it down until you find your audience.
Come on, Mike. Where's the rush
my.
references?
Those were all in Tales from the Loop.
Blades. Oh, Tales from the shit. All right, never mind.
My
Mhm.
character was the rocker, and he was obsessed with Rush. There was references to specific names because I put a tape deck playing a specific album. Like, ends up coming up with a specific thing. Like, yeah, you missed it. There you go. Gonna go listen to Anthem after this is over. All right. We're on the road, and when we travel in red markets, we spend rations to travel in red markets. So everybody check off a ration as we enter our leg.
You start with Nighthawk. You start with 10.
Yes.
And if you want to do something, and if you want to do something like run or dodge, you spend a ration.
Where are they
use a machete
listed
or use a
at?
thing.
Where are those on the
I
sheet?
don't see
Oh,
rations.
I
actually
added one for me because like I don't think they're on the.
Oh yeah, the gear I didn't put checkboxes in for on the Google sheet. Just gear. I just did the images in Discord with like the cards. Like, you want checkboxes? Just a piece of paper, man. But yes, the other thing was that the gift that you got from Isao Vasquez was baked goods. So at some point during the course of the job, you can refresh your rations for free.
Oof. What a
Right?
boon.
Hey, you know, saves you
We're probably
spending
gonna need
refresh because there's characters in here that only have one refresh to begin with. So
All right.
Or
So
no?
we all
No,
get.
there's
Do
not.
we all get? Yeah. Do we all get baked goods?
yes, yeah, there were baked
Right.
goods to go all the way around. Everybody can refresh their rations once during the day.
I'm gonna write baked goods off on the left hand side for everybody next under the your stuff area.
I guess the thing to know, Mike, is anytime you do a physical action, you basically have to spend a ration to do it. Unless you're taking like something from like your gun or something else. So, but most physical actions,
Yep.
you have to pay for.
The best
you-
one
if
is
you-
dodging. Do you want to dodge? Great. You have to spend a ration. Do you have rations left? Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Do you have a ration and a reaction?
Yeah.
That's
Do you have
very
both of those
Twitch?
things
Yeah.
to spend right now? Economic horror.
We love this game. We love it.
It's good. You know what it is? You know what it is? This is the one game where I like counting all my stuff. You know, like in D&D, like, are you counting your arrows? Like, no, I'm not counting my arrows. I'm not counting them. I'm counting my
Who
spell
wants
slots. 'Cause
to
I
go
have
to the arrow store?
Nobody.
Right?
I have a fletching kit. I just make them. Stop it. Leave me alone.
Here, it's like, how many bullets do I
It's
have
kind of fun.
left?
Yeah. It's like it's fun.
Start with 10 bullets.
Start
Yeah.
with 10. Yeah, everything starts with 10 charges, with a couple exceptions. I think your Ubik glasses only have 8 charges because they have apps installed that remove them. But yeah, most stuff has 10 charges to it, and then depending on the description stuff on it, usually it's 1 charge to use a thing, but sometimes it is 2 charges to use a thing. So something is
Shotguns and
usually labeled as
handguns are
hungry.
hungry.
Yeah.
Who's kind of our de facto leader in Trophy?
Why
Bug
why
does the
gotta be like
negotiation.
that?
But
Why there gotta be a leader?
Bug is
I-
Bug has done her part. She's good.
Maybe we're like an intentional community and we just make decisions as a group.
I don't think
well,
LoJack's ready
yeah,
for that.
how are you
sort
trying to
of-
judge it? It's like, yeah, LoJack has the most wilderness experience. Bex has the most professional experience, but most people don't trust the latent to be a doctor anymore. So,
Fair.
and then yeah, Riley's out here. He's got his drone. He knows what he's doing with that. And then Bug, who is Bug.
She's a know-it-all.
So she would be the
Oh God, no. No, she'd be the one that was like, yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. I mean, like, look, there's all these, she'd be the like post-action critic that or something, like I can't think that the know-it-all is like gonna put her in a place of leadership. I think it would put her in a place of like nobody ever really wants to follow a know-it-all,
Mm-hmm.
So what is our first like?
Yeah, what is so we
Yes.
spent ration.
So
What is
we're
this
here.
like?
We've spent our ration. We are traveling. We are walking out here in the boonies. There's probably a point here where the road you're following is like near where there was an interstate. So it's like there was an interstate with an exit ramp. And as you're like approaching here, you step up to the sidewalk, and there is this gleaming silver chromed building with like arches and like this like very 50s space age sign. This is like Gasorama. Um, and as you step, well, who's going first? Who's on point here?
Not LoJack.
I have a machete. I could go first.
Okay.
I will be
Um,
closely behind because I can't get turned into a zombie.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, bro.
well, you can't get infected. You can still go vector.
If I die.
Yeah. So as Bug is like kind of like walking down the street, there's this point where like you step like where there's like the entrance to get into this place, and all of a sudden there's like this and like music starts playing, and you hear this like voiceover come on. It's like, "Welcome to Gasorama, the fastest fill up in Enid, Oklahoma, for 5 years running. Our snack shop has the highest food safety rating in all of Enid, Oklahoma, as certified by the state." And it's starting to like talk and like continue talking, and like you hear like a sound of a crunching, and then like from like the top of the building where like there's the peak of the arch, there's like apparently there's a motor up there, and there's like an arm with like a little UFO that comes out from around the back. That had like at some point it had like a plastic alien in it, but it's been sitting out in the like climate change Oklahoma barrens, baking sun inside this little glass dome on this like animatronic UFO, and it's like melted onto the glass. As
Somehow-
it continues to talk, like the whole thing like continues to like make noise and racket. So I'm gonna start things off by having everybody make a self-control check.
Cool.
So Mike,
So that
roll
is
the 2d10.
Add your self-control rating, which
To
is
your-
under the ADP skill group.
Okay, so
It
on
looks
the
like-
app
yeah.
thingy, I've got a supply demand rolls. Is that what they're doing?
Even odd method.
Even odd method.
Mhm.
And just click the
And
button.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll take whatever number it gives you for the black number, and you're gonna add 1 to it because that's your self-control skill.
Okay.
You
I
want
got a
that to
6.
hopefully be higher than the red one.
And when you roll, if the two numbers are ever a tie, we need to know what those numbers. We need to know that and what those numbers are.
It's either really good or really bad.
Really bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 5 and a 2, so 6 and 2. So I'm good.
Okay, yeah, you're good. I
8
got
over
a
1.
7 over 3.
Mhm.
I failed. That was a
Nice.
6 under 10.
Okay. So if you fail, we're gonna give you 1 point of stress.
Okay.
So
I think that means that I am like in the I'm on the road to crumbling. Is that what's going on here? As
yes,
the roach?
you already
Good,
start
good, good.
cracked.
Yeah, great.
So, but yeah, like you're everybody has something that gives them like it's called a tough spot, and it gives you like a pro and a con.
Mhm.
And for Roach, you can burn those boxes for extra +1s on rolls. So
It's great.
crumble. You'll get a bunch of plus when you like force yourself to do that. I don't think there's anybody else who has anything that like directly interacts with like math for the game.
They're so fresh and unhurt.
You know,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
These
They have all
characters.
these hit points. So many hit
They've
points.
we've been doing it for like under a half an hour. Give me like another 20 minutes. Yes. So if you fail the self-control check, it is 1 point of stress.
Okay.
But yes, the thing to know here, and it is going to be obvious to everybody, is that things that make noise draw casualties. And this thing is making noise. So someone can try to make an awareness or foresight if they would like.
Oh, I got 3 in foresight. Let me roll that bad boy up. Ooh,
I can
11
roll
over 1.
awareness if it doesn't work.
Okay.
11 over 1.
11 over 1. Yes, it's clearly motion activated. Bex, you probably spot like, oh, there's a sensor over there. Come over here. Back up, get out of the way. And if you do that, it will stop making noise.
Somehow that produces less of a negative visceral reaction in me than the signs at pilots that just say thungry. And it's like a deal where if you buy a drink, you get a snack too. I just hate that. Thungry. I hate it. That's the word.
I mean, you
Language
are a
was
linguist.
a mistake.
Yeah,
Language was a
you are.
mistake.
Would you be better with Hursty?
No.
Be Hursty.
No.
I think as Bex, you can be like, get over here, like get out of the way, it's doing the thing. What you do see is that through the doorway to like what's like the little like mini mart portion of it, there are 2 casualties that start coming out the door towards you guys. They're both definitely wearing like Gasorama space suit uniforms.
Major Astro.
And they are headed your way. They will be here in a couple moments.
I'm gonna be this is my first time playing this character, so I gotta rely on the sheet here. I'm gonna be very arrogant and just kind of go forward to start like popping caps in them. Just be really like, it's 2 of them. I got this. Let's go.
Is the thing still making noise, even though?
No, you back out of the way and like it stops and like there's an awful grinding noise from that thing up top with the alien and like the face like peels off the glass inside the bubble on the UFO. But yes, Bex, if you want to take a shot at one of them as they're starting to come through the doorway here, you can do that.
What is my shoot? 1 shoot. That's a 5 under 10.
Okay.
Ain't it?
Yeah, there's the big plate glass window that's like, fastest fill up in Enid, Oklahoma. Just like shatters next to them onto the ground. And they continue to walk out. But they walk out into the area where like the motion sensor's aimed at that area.
No. No.
I was like, come inside for a frosty beverage or a fun treat for the kids. Whether Enid, Oklahoma is where you call home or just a stop on the highway of life, Gasorama is the place to be.
Can I disable the motion
have,
sensor?
I'm sorry. The answer to Ethan's question is just 2. That was the last one.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Heather.
Can I disable it?
If you go over there to do it.
Are the casualties in between me and it?
The casualties will be like you'll have to like. The casualties are coming out of like the mini mart. You'd have to like get up the thing, and it's like it's got like the awning over the gas pumps, and it's like the motion sensor is kind of like up there. So you'd have to like climb a thing in direct. They would be at your feet while you're trying to climb the thing to get there.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay lookout out here. Then
Can
also,
I see the casualty? Can we see
could I
the
also have a
casualties?
will for that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Overlay's not switching to your character name for me fast enough.
Riley?
Yes. Riley. There, and it did it at the same time. Yes, Riley, you can see them from where you're at here.
Can I take a shot at one? Am I going to put my friends in danger by doing so?
You have a silenced rifle, so you are less likely to do that.
Okay. I just didn't know if they were like going to be, if they're in the line of fire. I want to make sure.
No. There's certainly enough space for you to move around and like not have anybody between you and these shambling, Gasorama employees.
All right.
You say that until somebody rolls a crit, and then all of a sudden they're right in front of you for some reason.
This is a game that has a little bit of like, There's some Schrodinger action that happens in this game every now and then. For like, I scan the area. Do I see anything? No. I shoot. 8 zombies show up at your feet. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so do I roll the same even odd
Yep.
supply demand roll? Okay.
Yep. You will.
And
That
then-
will almost always be the roll.
So I got a 3/1, and I have a +2 to I have a 2 to shoot, so 5/1.
All right, yeah, you line up the shot, you take it. One of them like splatters across the back of the thing. His little like paper gasorama hat like lands on the ground, and the other one
Is it not
is
rotted
still
away?
continuing.
That's so good.
Hey, things move at whatever distance is narratively appropriate, and clothing decays at the rate that makes it more amusing. That's
That's valid.
Fair. Fair.
That is valid.
So yeah, there is still one here. It is still coming through the thing. It is still blaring off this like, we're the greatest place to fill your tank at Enid, Oklahoma. You should come by Gasorama, like with the UFO on the top. And yeah, I think you probably are starting to hear like other things moving in other directions.
If it becomes clear and I can go undo the thing, I will. But not if zombies are gonna be able to get my feet.
They're still in a spot where like you're
I will wait.
risking exposure to try to get over there. Okay.
Yep.
What's the thing we're trying to get to?
The motion sensor.
Oh.
So it will stop making noise.
I'll do it. Tell me where it's at. I'll go get it. I got you.
I'm a doctor. I can do this.
I'm a doctor and also Leighton, but come at me, basically.
I'll just point it out. Like it's that thing that's making the noise, or that's the motion sensor.
Yeah.
I'll just keep an eye out for like other things that might be moving and like that they're not going after the people that are behind us. David.
I'm just looking at this character skills. I don't know that she's gonna.
None of these numbers are as big as I'm used to.
Yeah, none of these numbers give me a lot of hope.
None of these numbers are put where I want them to be. That's
Yeah, exactly.
Who built this character?
the hell am I gonna do with leadership too? That's no, stop. Like,
I turned the.
Mike's drone has like all the things on it, right?
Yeah.
Does Mike, do you know what all the things are?
No.
Okay.
Also, I don't know that I really feel comfortable risking Brittany this early into the mission.
I forgot you named her. Right.
Oh, right. Mike, I'll try and cut that one that's still left so that Bex has a clear shot at disabling the thing.
okay, yeah. Let's charge in and go into melee combat with a casualty. That'll be good.
Yep.
That's-
And I'm I'm gonna spend some stress. Actually, I'm gonna spend a trauma and a detachment to
Okay.
add a +2 to my roll. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Here we go.
Do it.
Here we go.
Burn it down.
Burning it down. I get this character one time. Yeah.
One shot. Drive it like you stole it. All right.
That's
Like
right. That's right. It's a 12/6.
number 6. All right. Yeah.
Nice.
Bug for reasons just grabs the machete, goes running up, just like right through this like real high swooped blonde like beehive hairdo on this woman in like the Gasorama like UFO dress outfit. Like yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's good. That's good. And I spend a ration or a charge on the machete to do this, or both.
Here's where it gets good. You spend a ration to do it, and because you hit it, it does a charge off the machete and damage to it.
That's so good. That's so good.
It
And I
is-
don't need. Do I need to roll the damage? The casualties just die. You do like one, and
Yeah.
they're dead, right? Okay, cool.
Did I have to spend a ration to do the shoot or just take the one ammo?
Shooting comes off the gun.
Okay.
Machete, because it's you doing a thing. It's the ration for calories to do the thing.
And it also like, glints some of the razor edge sharpness that I've surely put on it. Glint some of that
Yeah.
off.
You've made it look really nice. Like whether or not
Yeah.
that helps or not, who knows? But
You probably
look
chipped
good.
it on that Aquanet.
The
Yes.
judges on Forged in Fire will be very upset that I keep rolling.
It
the
will
edge.
kill.
Your weapon has suffered a catastrophic failure.
Yes.
It will
exactly.
not.
Exactly.
Yes. So Bex, do you want to is it spin around and do an athletics check to try to like climb up the thing to like bash that the motion detector?
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Athletics.
Athletic? Cool. Ooh, that's a ration.
Yeah.
Thanks. I hate it.
Well, we got those extra baked goods.
Yep.
That's true.
Use it right now.
Wait, do I have? I do have athletics. Okay.
It's normally like
I'm
Deacon's
not
just
that cruel. Like
Deacon's just hanging back normally, and it's me and David
8
doing
to
the
1.
stupid shit that takes
Yeah.
athletics.
8/1.
Yeah.
all right, yeah, Bex, you're able to like scramble your way up there and just like like the butt of your pistol, just be like smash it. It plays like the Gasorama jingle like one last time.
Oh no.
As the other casualties that were drawn by the noise kind of like come here and like start to become visible approaching the gas station.
Yeah.
So now instead of being you guys facing the gas station, stuff coming, is now you guys in the gas station and stuff coming from the other direction to push you towards it. But there are
How many
9
is it?
casualties.
9.
Oh my god.
Love that.
Oh my god.
Do we need to roll it? Is it initiative time?
You know what? I think it might be. Yeah.
It kind of feels like a lot to just.
It's the black
So,
plus
yes.
your speed, Mike.
Two for Bug.
9.
Four.
5.
So 9 for Bex, 5 for LoJack.
9.
Can I get Mike and Ethan? Can you like roll another die just to roll off so I can?
Roll the 2.
Just David taking notes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely David. You're writing these out. I
Yeah.
assume. There you go.
It's under my column. I don't want to dirty up everybody else's little area.
I said when we were getting ready to start, I was like, I don't have to take notes tonight. So
Yeah.
my notebook is over there.
Bug, what did you get for initiative? It was
4.
4. Okay.
Bug's doing great. This is just like what I remember. Not at all. Longbow normally goes first and last. It's just
Yes.
just a machine gun over there. Not today. Not today. I have a lot of very difficult decisions to make.
Hey, somebody could have taken Mother Mary with like the light machine gun and just like. Now it's loud. So.
Yeah.
So I don't even have a pistol, right? Yeah. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
yeah, no.
problematic for me and
a
Bug.
shotgun and a knife.
Yeah. 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 You and I both have guns we shouldn't be using.
Yeah.
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 This is great. This is gonna be great.
I really don't want to run up on anything with a knife either.
You got carpet armor. You're fine.
How many shambles away are these?
Yeah.
9.
Nine dude fellas. Okay, great.
Wait,
What
how
was
many?
the,
How many?
how many shambles?
2.
2.
Fuck us.
Yep. So hey, are these like all the families? Like it's like a bunch of vacationer dads with like, Hawaiian shirts and stuff like that.
The clear, like the transparent green visor,
Yes.
And,
Oh my
like,
god.
the Bermuda shorts.
Oh.
There's definitely like
No.
One
This is
of-
Oklahoma. Gene cutoffs. You know it.
See,
one
but
of
the
them,
thing
one of them
is,
is like a little kid that's like dragging behind like a bunch of like deflated old helium balloons. It's like-
there's probably like 2 or 3 of them that are dressed really similar, but you can't tell if it's like a suburban dad or a lesbian.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Because the fashion sense very similar. It's
Very.
like,
Very similar.
Especially once like the cat the
Polo
flight
and
sets
shorts.
in
Polo
like,
and shorts all day.
polo and short.
Um,
That one's got cuff pants. They were bisexual. We did.
Yeah, that's right.
the
cuffs.
The cups. So also, Mike, there's this resource called Will. If your dice, if you fail on your dice and you want to succeed that roll, you can flip your dice using a will. If you succeed on your roll and you want to crit, but so to do more damage or something else, then you spend a will for that. There's a couple other things it does too. The main one though is it will flip your dice.
There is a page in the spreadsheet here that's rule cheat sheet, and it does have a section that's like the things you can spend will to do.
Mhm.
It is column
What
H and I.
See that now.
Oh wait, never mind.
Yes, but Riley, you are up first. So there are 9 undead approaching from what was behind. Like you guys are paying attention to the gas station, and these things all started coming towards the gas station from other places farther back.
Yeah, so they've been focused on in the gas station and getting rid of the noise. So Riley wants to make sure that they're aware that casualties are coming. So he kind of like does that jog and hustle over towards them. He's like, bros, we got company coming.
That's good.
Do we want to take cover here or we want to leg it?
We should run, right? I mean, that's like a lot of them, right?
We could kind of use the cash.
That's an awful lot of them. But are we going to be able to outrun them with the people behind us?
Also, like, they're definitely going to munch on the pollinators when they wander through.
Is that what we're calling those people? That seems weird.
They're like the busy bees, man.
What if we could rig something to fall on him?
Well, we're
We're in combat and we're talking a
in
lot.
combat, yes. And things are advancing. So
yeah.
What if we
I'm
could pick
gonna
something to
shoot.
call on him? It's like, all right, now we're in like 3 seconds. You got like what's
Yeah.
I guess
who's
I'll
up?
shoot at the closest one.
okay.
That seems like a thing to do.
Yep. So that is I forget if your gun is hungry or not.
is.
Whether it's 1 charge. or 2.
Rifles aren't.
Okay.
It
I
did
don't
not say
think.
hungry.
Okay. Cool.
What
I
about
guess that's
hungry?
good.
Yeah. And
So,
it only takes
12
1
over
charge
8?
to use it. You bring it up, take aim, you pop one right in the face, it falls down.
You can also do a thing since they're like 2 shambles away, right? We could go full offensive to where you can make a second shot at the end of the round.
Yes.
We'll do that. Really, the only way to turn the action economy in your favor.
Right.
So would I declare that now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Sorry.
guess
We need
I'm going to take another shot and see how this goes.
So you'll declare it now, but it will happen at the end of the round.
Okay.
The reason you don't want to do that when there are things in your face is because it takes your like reaction or your twitch, which is the same thing you use to dodge.
Right.
Gotcha.
But they're 2 shambles away, so they can't reach us this round. So we're safe to do that for the moment.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
Then Bex, you're up next.
So I'm gonna shoot 2. I'm gonna start with the first one though.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. That is, what was my shoot? Is it 1? Oh, that's such a sad number. That's a 10 over 8.
Okay. Yeah. You Bring up the pistol. You got the silencer on the end. You take aim. Splat. Another one falls down.
And I'll go ahead and declare
Go
that
full
second
offense.
shot for
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
Cool. LoJack.
Is there? Okay. Is there like a car close by, a casualty where I could just like jump in, open up the door, and hit a casualty really hard with it?
Roll foresight. I don't know. It's not Blaze. I don't have a luck roll. What the hell? Man?
Yeah.
5/4.
Yeah. There's like when they did the Pinto revival, like
Yes.
over there on the side of the street. Like a
Mhm.
couple of them are coming by that direction. If you want to try to go get over there by it, you can do that.
Yes, I would like to do that and use the car as cover.
Okay.
Until I spring this trap.
Okay. If you're trying to hide behind it, then are you using stealth to do that?
Yeah, I certainly can.
Okay.
If I have that as a skill. I do. That is a 9/1.
Look at you with stealth.
With
Okay.
one. With one.
You hide. You
1000%
hide. You
better than
hide
having
behind the
0.
Pinto. There we go. That's.
This is just killing me and David.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, these characters. They should not be taking jobs.
They're just
Babes to the-
babies.
Babes
So
to the
Bug,
slaughter.
what do you do?
What does Bug do? Can I? Okay. If I move, I have a speed of 2. So does that mean I can move towards them, cut them, and then come back to safety? Or is that too much movement in a combat round?
Let me look here somewhere because there is a thing about like cover special verse.
We use 3.5 rules of movement here. You don't get to attack and then move.
I know, but this game doesn't care about your weird your weird fantasy setting.
So if you're within one
Narratively
shamble of a
appropriate.
casualty, you can kill a casualty in a mob and then use your twitch to try to dodge back to safety.
Okay.
To try.
Yeah. What is my oh my god. All right, I'm gonna stay next to my shooters and just Bug's not gonna
You're
do
doing a great job. Go team.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration is not a thing, but I would give it to you if
Yeah,
I
that's right.
Yeah.
Applying her deception to ease their fears. You've got this. We're gonna make it. We're gonna
good
move
enough.
on.
We're smart enough. God dang it, people like us.
People like us. I've got persuasion and networking and sensitivity and deception and leadership. I should not be arm wrestling a casualty.
Yeah.
So I won't.
So Riley and Bex, who had gone full offensive, it's the end of the round, and you can take your
Cool.
6th attack.
Leb over Seb.
Another one goes down.
7/9.
Okay, that one's a miss.
So here's the
If
problem,
you
though. I have a
if you spend
handgun. And those
will,
are
you can.
hung.
Yeah, if you spend a will, you can flip those two.
But I only
You've
have
only
one
got
will.
you've only got the one will right now. Yeah.
Ooh. So here's how you get more will during this session. At your top, the top of your character sheet is weak spot and soft spot. And soft spot, waste not, want not. If you like push it and try and get like some extra scrap or like try and push hard to get some extra materials, like, hey,
if you
beggars
put
can't be
your
choosers.
character into a worse situation to match your weak spot or soft spot, you will earn will.
Okay, so waste not, want not is I don't want anything to go to waste.
Right.
And then clowns means that the general, right? It's there's not like set definitions that are different than what it
Right.
Right.
That's like if people were talking about you, they'd be like Riley. Yeah, his head's in his cloud. Head's in the clouds. Like that's like his character flaw is this.
Um, you know what? I'll go ahead and use my one will,
Okay.
and because we don't want to waste that bullet.
There it is. That is the economic horror coming
Yep.
through.
Is that an immediate gain of will because you
Yes.
used it so as not to waste your ammo?
Yes.
This time, yes. We'll go with it.
I love it. I love it.
See, these are the rad meerkats everybody's talking about.
This
This
is
is
Rad
good. This is good.
meerkats.
This is good.
rad meerkat moment.
Yeah. Mike gives you one. He's like, I like the cheese.
That
Just
was
once.
easy. We'll do one.
Mhm.
Yes. So we come back around to the beginning of turn order, which shuffles everything. We swap first person to the end of the order. So we will start this round with Bex. The casualties are
Okay.
now in one shamble range, which means that they are in range to start clawing people and start doing stuff. If we start wanting to
Mhm.
try
So
to
bad.
do things and then duck out of the way, we start having to put effort into doing that.
So we've killed 4 of them, right?
Yes, there are 5 of them here now.
Let's make that 4. And I'm also gonna kind of be probably a little closer to them. If anybody's like right up in front, I'm gonna probably try to get a little more in front because I have carpet armor, and again, cannot be infected. It makes sense. And Ethan as well, being arrogant. As far as I'm concerned, I'm invincible now. I can't be infected. I see why Mirtha's always doing things like running into a minefield.
Right.
I got
Hey,
a
wait.
9/4.
Okay.
Martha running into casualties to help is different and acceptable. The minefield was a different thing. That was all Longbow's fault.
She's an adult. She makes good decisions.
You so talked her into that.
She did.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
he did. He did.
Adults are immune to peer pressure, didn't you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, LoJack.
I would like to try and hit something with the door of the car that I am hiding around and in.
Uh, athletics, I guess.
Sure.
Interaction.
Is that melee or athletics? Makes sense either way. Yeah.
Okay, that I failed that with okay, I'm gonna flip those dice so that it becomes a 8/1.
Okay. I think you one of them starts to come around and like you reach out real quick and like you grab the door handle and like you smack it with that and like
Mhm.
it lands on the ground and like the emergency brake comes loose and that's what rolls over its head to actually kill it. Because
Oh shit.
so now the Pinto is starting to roll down the street.
Yes. Yes.
Let's try and pull the emergency brake back up.
It's so slow too, but the casualty the like can't stop it. So it's like one of those like really slow squishes,
Yeah.
which is indicative of a horror movie.
Or do you want to use your twitch to try to jump in and try to like grab the brake again or
Where's the car going?
away from the gas station?
Yeah. That might be preferable depending on
It's gonna make noise if it crashes though. Right. I'll try and pull the brake and I'll use my reaction.
Yeah. Then yeah, give me another ration and another athletics check.
To pull the brake,
Yeah.
a
To
ration.
move to get into a moving car, try to pull the brake as it's like rolling away. Yeah.
11/8.
Okay.
And then I'm making sure the doors are closed.
Are you doing it with Susan stealth?
Do you want me to do stuff?
You can just slam the door easy. That's fine.
Yeah, I
But it'll
just
make
slam.
noise. Like,
I just close the door. Yeah, just gonna be myself here in this car by myself.
Listen to mixtapes. It's all good.
It's all good. We're safe. Safe in here.
this modern hybrid Pinto Revival has the retro stereo package where like
They still catch fire for no reason.
Yeah.
Just battery fires instead of fuel fires.
chemical fires instead of yeah.
Yeah.
So Bug, what are you doing?
They're one thing away, right?
They're here.
They're like one.
Like
they're
when
here,
they're
yeah.
one shamble away, they're in like
Yeah.
they're starting to claw people and stuff.
I'm gonna cut one and then I'm gonna leave. Like I don't want to be here.
Okay, so cutting one and leaving is using your twitch
To get
withdraw from
further away.
combat.
Yeah. I want to get back to the 2 shamble number. That felt better.
Okay.
So I'll do the
So
one.
We'll start with the ration and the melee check, and then maybe the charge off the machete, and then
Another rat. Here you go. Melee. Yes. All right. That is a 6/2.
Okay.
So then the melee or the machete loses a thing, and then I've spent another ration to try and get away.
Yes. And then it's a ration and an athletics check to dodge back out of range.
Okay, I'm going to spend a trauma to make that a +2 instead of just a +1. Oh, thank goodness I did that. I rolled an 8 on the red die and a 7 on the black die. So now it is
So
a
that's
9
9
over
over
8.
8. Okay.
9/8, baby. I almost got jumped. I was almost Burger King.
This shit is brutal.
Oh God.
And Riley, we come back around to you.
Riley's gonna run. Because he is a ranged individual.
Yeah.
We are okay. See, we were okay here. We are not okay here. So we're gonna go back to at least here. So I'm gonna I guess spend a ration to run. At least a shamble or 2 away.
Okay. Do you want to fire first and then run?
Would that not mean that I lose my how does I don't know how does that work?
There is a tactic and there's a twitch. And the twitch can happen anytime in the round. That's what you use for like something swings at you. You use your twitch to avoid it. But the tactic is like your main action.
Can I use my twitch first to run away and then shoot?
Yes.
Because he's not going to stand there point blank and try to shoot with a rifle. He's going to run back and then shoot.
Okay.
Okay. So then I will do that.
A ration and then an athletics check to dodge away from the things to get back with your twitch.
At a 1/6. You know what? We're gonna spend that will. Why not?
The one that you just got. Yep, that's how it works.
It's a freebie.
That's how it
So
works.
at this point in time, we might as well.
That's how it works.
How it works.
Yeah.
Yes. Then you stumble for a second and then you fall back.
Okay. And then we will shoot the bad person.
Y'all, we have gotten just so cocky with the incidentals. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
compared
this
to what
would
these characters can pull
this
off.
would have been nothing.
Sorry, I it's not updating, and then all of a sudden it updates a whole bunch of times. So 10/2 is what I so
Okay.
12/2.
Cool. Yeah. Then you stumble at first, you fall back, you bring the rifle up, you fire. Another one goes down. There is only one left. This time around, we start with Lojack.
I'm gonna kind of assume they've gone past me in the car. Or is there one
I'm tempted
close
to
enough
say
that
this
I...
one like heard the door and is like starting to reach in through the half open window kind of scenario.
Yes.
Can I try the same trick again?
Yeah.
So athletics, right?
Yep. Ration and athletics to like smack him with the door and coordinate, like, popping the brake again.
10/5.
Okay. Yep. Classics still work.
Yes.
Like, reach down with your finger and like you unhook the thing just enough so it like kind of popped, and like you kick the door and like it falls down. Like,
Yes.
release that brake. Like I think
Love
it
it.
doesn't like do the other one before where like it rolls over the head. Like it rolls across like the chest and like the head's just like lying there.
It's still dead.
It was like,
Dead is dead.
yeah.
I'd like to. So I don't want to scavenge yet. I do want to look through this car, see if there's anything in it.
I think that's scavenging.
Let's not mess up the scavenging mechanic yet. So
Well, you can scavenge the groups of casualties separately from like the scene. And
I have a
Hubby
3
has
to scavenge.
I think another
Me
of
too.
you has a lot of scavenge.
Yeah. So there's we are now at a point where like all these sound casualties that were showing up because the noise the gas station was making have been taken care of. So there are 2 different packs of casualties that you can scavenge, and then there is the, hey, we finished a leg, we can scavenge for something here.
How about I scavenge the 9? And then Mike, if you want to scavenge the 2. So this is how we get bounty. Is
Right. Would I not want to use my 3 on the end of round scavenge of the location?
That'll be separate.
Okay.
This is just the 2 groups of zombies.
Okay. So I got a 9/3.
Okay. You were scavenging a group of 2, so it caps out at the number that was in the group. So that is 2 more bounty for the group.
My black is 8 plus 3 is 11/7.
Okay, so that is plus 8 bounty. So 10 extra bounty just from this one leg, right?
That's awesome.
Sweet.
We did it, y'all. We did it.
You get
We
that little, like, they're probably like SpongeBob walkie-talkies or something. Like they're not like something that's like a significant piece of gear. It's like, this is chest piece face. Everything okay up there? Definitely not making the sound of my own mouth.
Shit again.
I got Jimbo in so much trouble before.
I think if you guys are okay, Bug will do the radio because Rug doesn't do much else.
Bug is the leader, so yes, of course.
Oh no. But Bug says, yeah, there were casualties, and yeah, they're like dead or they've stopped moving, so it's okay.
They're all taken care of then.
Yeah, because like when they stop, like, anyways, yeah, they're all taken care of, and there's a Yu-Gi-Oh here, or a Yugo here.
You guys,
not a Yu-Gi-Oh, but a Yugo.
Yeah, that they will be like, okay,
Yep.
cool. Then we're gonna move on up. We'll
Yep.
be up there in a little bit. you guys can move on ahead.
Okay.
So we want to, or I think we want to look around. Oh, we should look around the gas station if there is anything in there. Or is that just a straight scavenge roll? Like,
The main thing is I think it's you can scavenge for something worth up to 3 bounty if you like name it. So like
okay.
I'm looking for a refresh of rifle ammo, right? Like that's something that you can scavenge for.
Or an upgrade. You can say I'm scavenging for an upgrade. Right? Or fuel. Not that we need fuel, but we could haul it back.
We all have an extra ration, right?
Yeah,
we all
you all have an extra
one-
recharge of rations.
Yep.
And how much refresh does everybody have? Two.
One.
The one.
How about
Wait, I have
Should
a
I-
refresh of 2. Sorry.
I could refresh? We could grab handgun ammo or rifle ammo.
Yeah.
Can I
the
make another
two-
pitch also?
Yeah.
You could try to scavenge for a silencer for Bug's pistol.
Oh yeah.
I would like to do that.
I would love that.
Right?
Mhm.
Like we can't scavenge for a silencer for a shotgun because that doesn't happen.
Right.
But
I mean,
Oh,
there
no.
are technically out there. They just don't really work.
Right. Yeah.
And only one of us can do this end of leg scavenge, right?
yes.
Mike, is it cool if I do it, or do you want to?
Go for it.
I can't even weigh in on this topic. I don't have any scavenging.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. We just stand aside pitiless while they pick over all the bodies and
But
stuff.
Bug
Yeah.
has a scavenge. A
Oh,
12
sure.
over
scavenge.
12 over 6.
Wow.
Okay.
You found the
Bex
best.
is like
a
looking
s-
at the last bullet in the clip and just like, oh god.
I think
Just done. Just done.
LoJack kind of like goes through the gas station, comes back, and there's like this box that like says what it is on it, like handgun silencer, or whatever the fuck they're called.
You know,
It just
the
comes
kind of thing
over.
you legally purchase in general.
I mean, we're in
in a
Eden,
gas
Oklahoma.
station.
Yeah,
Yep. Mhm.
there probably was a display case of old gun parts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she just comes up and just kind of hands it to Bug.
Oh,
Is this useful for you?
yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Mhm.
I was thinking that maybe I should be shooting, but then I didn't want to bring more. So this is good. This is really good because these like keep it really quiet, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, quiet's good. Yeah. He just
The way to be.
he just awkwardly walks away a bit. That's
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that was perfect. Because I don't think Bug is like, I think Bug is like a talker, but also not. I don't know. I don't know much about Bug yet. I'm figuring it out.
LoJack is an
Well,
awkward
Bug is a
15-year-old.
talker and Bug is a deal maker, but Bug is like not from the loss. So
That's right. I keep looking at her picture in Legend Keeper, like trying to get inspiration from this like clearly like frazzled, like high stress individual who is on her cell phone.
yes.
trying to work a situation.
So when I'm not working in like incredibly deep random music references, I'm putting in NPC pictures that are characters from the Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency TV show. So that's where Bug is from, and that's where Rocky Road Recovery Services are from.
Oh my god, this is so good.
I mean, I'm not saying that LoJack might think Bug is hot. I'm not, but he might be a bit awkward around her. That I am saying.
Yep.
I mean, how old is LoJack?
Also, Bex is hot too. Like LoJack's
Lo-
15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because everyone is hot. Okay, like they're all hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riley's hot in his own way too. Like
Yep.
LoJack's just confused.
Yeah. LoJack is
LoJack's
coming out.
15 and still figuring some things out,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We got a lot of Monster Hearts rules we're gonna work in here later in the session. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, not the Monster Hearts.
Yeah, then we wander off on our way away from Gasorama as we head on towards where the actual job site is at. Do you want me to
Did we
start
put
with
the
some
emergency
intro?
brake back on?
Yes.
Just keeps rolling.
I know that took extra last time and it wasn't redone. I'm just checking. It's gonna go back and hit the pollinators. It's gonna be a problem.
There's like a quiet thud as it like bumps the telephone pole at like 2 miles an hour. Not enough noise to like draw the casualties, but it does burst into flames because it's Pinto. That's
There's one thing
As-
I know
as
about
you do.
Pintos is that. That is the one thing I
it's
know.
just flames constantly.
You want to take a break?
Do you want to
before
take
the
a break
job?
before we try to do the job site? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure. That sounds good. What
So
could
we'll
go
be back
wrong?
in-
It's just an open field.
You never say that. Somebody says that every session, and it's like just that's it. After that, just like what could possibly go wrong? It's like
I don't know. The leg was real bad, y'all. I don't know what the job is gonna be.
Be fine.
Oh,
These
Lord.
little people were just painting flowers all day long. It'll be
they just
fine.
got their like $5 elf cosmetics brushes that you can get off Amazon.
It's
like,
not allowed. You're just painting flowers. It's not allowed.
you just gotta
Okay.
like keep an eye on them while they're out there for hours doing the entire field. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Our main worry is heat stroke. Making sure they got their hydro homie bottles. Like that's
getting
what's-
through the muds now that all this like snow has melted out again.
It's
oh,
not
yeah.
going to be casualties. It's going to be the other horrible thing in the loss, which is just other humans. That's
Now
gonna be
I
the
don't
issue.
like that idea.
It's gonna be the other horrible thing, which nobody's ever like figured out yet. So don't worry about it. It's fine.
The
Capitalism.
other.
Capitalism. I
Is it
got you.
Bigfoot?
Always
Is it
a new horrible thing.
Bigfoot?
Capitalism.
If we get to fight
the
Bigfoot as
aberrant does not exist.
if we get to
That's-
fight Bigfoot as trophy instead of the incidentals, that's gonna be
Oh.
so weird.
Deacon will
I
flip.
mean, I'm just saying, if the thing shows up, y'all can fight while one of us runs away.
Us.
Probably the coward of the group.
Bye.
Firing her shotgun over the back of her head.
I'm
his head.
actually the coward of the group.
I know, yeah, you're just firing that shotgun behind you as you run.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a Bigfoot.
What the hell's that?
Antlers? What the hell?
That's a
Right.
Yes.
that's a dang old Wendigo.
So yeah, we'll see everybody in 10 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yes. Welcome back, everyone. Hello. Greetings. Welcome. Welcome to a new year. Welcome to a new tomorrow. Welcome to the job site. Right? There we go.
I feel so welcomed.
Woo.
That's what I'm here for, man. That's the whole thing. Yeah, so you were saying before, it's like we've learned to hate the casualties, we've learned to hate the zombies, we've learned to hate the other people in the loss, but I still got more things I can make you hate in the loss. Don't worry about it. We're getting there.
No.
So
Fuck. Oh, no.
the point of our job, the job we were hired to do, was to clear a path for these people who have to come and manually pollinate this field full of plants. You are here. You have a little bit of time before they're going to catch up to you here as you're like on this dirt road that runs along the edge of this field. There is probably like the metal posts that have like the 3 little lines of like barbed wire, like attached to it is like one of those angled metal signs. It's like, no trespassing. Property of like Minnesota AgriCorp Company, LLC Holdings Incorporated, right? Like giant, somewhere there was a weird like megacorp that was like farming mutant seeds that were meant to survive in what the environment has become in another 20 years of like climate change is fake. You can't make it fix. That's, and that's where you are here. You are here at the edge of this field that is still has live growing plants in it, which puts it ahead of several of the other fields that you've passed by. There is this dirt road here. There is the field, which has like the little fence around it. On the far side of it, there are some woods. There is a ditch on each side of the dirt road. And in the ditch on the side away from, right? So there's the road. You're looking forward. There's the field. In the ditch behind you, there's a pickup truck. Lying on its side.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Not. It has drop down railroad wheels, but it's like big red
Fuck
sticker on
you,
the gas.
Mike.
I was
It is
about to
not
say, there is another thing we have learned to hate, and it is white pickup trucks with drop down roads.
that white pickup truck with drop.
Yeah, that's
No.
specific.
No, this one is probably like it's the colors that match that that kind of diamond shaped sign with like the colors for that megacorp, and like has the logo on the door and stuff. But yeah, it's lying on its side in this ditch. There is the remains of two people inside it. They have completely rotted away. They are not casualties. They are
Like proper dead.
legit old corpses that have just been like mummified by the weather, and they're just like down here in the thing. Would someone like to check out the truck and roll me a foresight?
I think mine was 3, so I can go for that. That seems
Yeah, my
good.
foresight's 2, so Ethan's
that.
probably best.
Get that +3. Ooh, 13 over 1.
Whoa.
Love it.
What
You'll
was
love
that?
to see it.
Where did
We
that
like it.
come from?
All right. Yeah, Bex, as is like the nature of like any doctor who's going to inspect a car, it's there
What
in the
doctors
ditch,
do.
right? It is not in the ditch on an angle where like, oh, we swerved too far and like went into it. Like it is flipped into the ditch. And all of the body panels have seen some kind of impact. Like the doors are all like mashed in, and the fenders are all smashed in, and like on all sides of the truck.
It's Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot.
In a way that is not consistent with rolling your truck into a ditch.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like something like
this is
the
not
stem
oops,
and-
I slid into it and like the front fender is mashed. This is like all the panels are mashed in and it's like upside down in the ditch.
it's like they took a right when they were supposed to take a left and ended up in the middle of a destruction derby, if I'm understanding this description correctly, right? Like,
yeah, kind of.
but is there question? Is there other paint where these are all like crushed in, like it was like other vehicles that did this, or is it like maybe a stray fingernail in the paint, right? That it was maybe like a vector.
The little tufts of hair,
there are a lot
man.
of marks, but there's no other paint.
Okay.
I think there might be a couple spots where there are like some strange gouges in it. There is certainly a couple spots where you can find like little bits of hair in it. And probably there's probably like some parts where like it got bashed in and like kind of like left like that little like torn jagged bit, and there's some blood on it there that's long since dried.
Okay, so this looks like the work of casualties / vectors / the Bigfoot. The skunk ape.
yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Bex would just be like, I mean, they didn't roll it. Something did this, and I don't see any paint. So,
How
it's either
long
a lot
do
of
we
them
have?
or a big one.
How long do we have before the flower fluffers get here?
They will be here very shortly.
Okay.
You're like 10, 15 minutes out.
What you didn't like when I called them pollinators, we'd come up with a new name. That's kind of what they do, right? The flower fluffers.
Fluffers. Okay.
Either way, either word
that's
was
way
bad.
better.
That's way better. That's way better for me, I think. The visual's way better on it, I gotta say. That's just
Are there
me.
any tracks or anything around that truck?
No, but probably the reason for that, like, there's also like there's not a lot of like disturbed stuff around it. We're like, oh, would have like put a tire through here, it would have left a track, kind of deal. Like the registration expired like around the time of the crash on the tags.
Okay.
So it's been out here a while.
Okay. I guess we're
All right.
just
What else is in
watching.
this field? Is there like is it like ringed by trees or roads, or like what's the
There are dead fields on two sides. So there's like the road, the ditch, the field, dead fields on each side, and then forest on the back side of everything.
okay.
There is enough stuff here where it's growing in this field that like you can't necessarily like see, like I want to look at the middle of the field, like you'd have to go into the fields to get out there to see.
Oh, okay. Wow. Got it.
Is there a high point anywhere near around that, like an Overwatch spot?
In Oklahoma,
Well, I mean,
probably. I'm making fun of Oklahoma without like I'm judging it based on my time in Kansas, but
yeah.
not a real good one around here. I mean, you could try to go around to the forest and try to like climb trees or something like that.
Not like an old billboard or anything like that.
No, this wasn't like a main drag. This was like
Okay.
dirt, like packed gravel roads out in like between farms kind of deal.
Okay. Is it so? What sort of an action would it be for me to send my drone up to like hover and observe for movement? Is that something I can do?
Yeah, so if you wanted to send it up and like search and stuff like that, you could make an awareness check. You'd have to spend checks off the drone to do it,
Okay.
or spend
But
charges from the drone to do it. Yeah.
your drone does get like +3 to awareness.
Okay. So then let me do that. So that takes 1 point. So I'll go to 9 on the drone.
Yep.
And then nope, this one. The drone. It's just just roll like normal and just give it the +3.
So yeah, it's a charge off the drone,
Mm-hmm.
and then you roll like normal. You get to use your awareness and add 3 more to it.
Oh, so 14 over 4.
14 over 4. Okay. Yep. You like, toss Brittany up into the air. She starts to drop back down. Rotors open back up. Out over the field. Has a feed probably to your UVic specs, which are like Google Glass, but not as dumb. So you can see what it's viewing from above the field. As it's out like towards like the middle of the field, you do see a spot where there is like one of the like fairly large but not like big combine things. It's like a tractor that had like the little glass enclosed where you drive it from kind of deal. And that is kind of like all apart, and like all the windows are spider webbed in and smashed out of it. in the middle of this field out there.
Hey, bros, there's a big combine thing out there. Like a super tractor. It looks like it's got the windows busted in. So just so y'all are all awares and stuff.
Do you want to get on top of that? Have a look around.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
So I'll head that way.
Are you gonna like start heading into the field itself to try to head that trick? Okay.
I'll go with you just so you don't have just so you know.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. I think there will be like the little SpongeBob like beep, like be there in a couple minutes. I think we can see you from here. Can you see us waving? Like, no.
I'll look around and see if there's anybody waving.
Oh yeah, way over there. There's somebody waving. It's like
okay,
but you can see there's like a dozen of them.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, we see you. Just head on in and get in contact with LoJack or Bex. They're at the edge of the field.
You go, okay. Bex is gonna stay out of the field, right? I mean, shit, you're not standing next to Bex while I'm saying this, are you?
No,
Wrong
yeah.
Wrong number.
Yeah.
Prank call.
Yeah, no, Bex won't like touch any of the plants or anything like that. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. All right. It's just piece face out.
Really should've just changed him.
Currently picking a shriveled wildflower from like the edge of the road.
Yeah.
Just burnt.
Yeah.
Didn't know flowers could get sunburnt, but here
It's one of those wildflowers is like got way too many thorns. It's like, oh, it looks kind of, oh no, you an angry flower.
It was like
Flower.
it's like, oh, what a pretty flower. You're like, nah, that's a weed.
Yeah.
That's just a weed.
It's just straight up, just spines for days. It's gonna hurt me if I touch it, but not you.
Well, I mean, if I get my thumb pricked or something, we have a biohazard on the scene. So
Yeah.
better be careful.
Gotta be super careful.
Picking flowers.
Cool. Yeah, can I get the two of you who are like making your way through the field to like spend a ration and make an athletics check?
Oh, man. All right. That's fair. That is a 7/10 for my athletics check.
Cool.
And that is -1 ration for my face. Oh, did we spend a ration getting to the job site? I forget if that's something we have to do.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
We don't spend it for the job site.
I don't remember.
It's technically it is traveling to a new scene.
Okay.
So
That's what
it is
I thought, but I couldn't remember, and now I feel bad for asking.
We did.
It's a one shot. We'll tighten the screws for tonight, then we'll check it next time when it's real.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
get you.
So I have a question.
yes.
I did my roll for athletics, and it says 10 critical, 10 success. So
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's a crit.
You
That's a
don't
super
just
crit.
walk. You don't just walk out there. You strut.
Yeah.
You strut.
You fly, baby.
You make it.
Sitting
You
on-
make it through just fine. Like Bug is probably like, what's going on? Like using the machete and stuff, and you're just like, no, you just right through the field here, and like you're here, and like
feel the wave.
standing on the side of this broken down tractor that's out here.
I like the idea that like Riley like unzips his vest a little bit. Is like, I'm too sexy for this grass. Too sexy for this grass.
It's like Field of Dreams, bro.
Yeah. It's got the pinstripe. Again. Baseball jersey. All right. I'm done.
Are you?
No.
Yes, so I think it's a similar situation to what was out there with the pickup truck. Anything that was like formed metal to be like, oh, this is like the cover that goes over where the big back wheel is at. It's like smashed in. All the windows of it looks like it it got smashed until the wheels came off and it like came down on an angle, and then the windows of the cab all got smashed in, and you can see that there's a partial corpse inside, but not a whole one. But if you look around, it's the same situation where like, yeah, there's a lot of like bashed up stuff, but it's like not like other colors of paint. There's no bullet holes. There's some scratches and marks, and there might be some blood on the exterior, blood on the around the broken glass where something went into the cab, or an end part of the driver came back out, and then some little tufts of fur here and there.
I'm just gonna, Riley. I'm gonna say that that if there are like dogs out here, like really big dogs or something, that's gonna really freak me out.
Okay. You more of a cat person?
Yeah, I like cats. I like small cats. You know, the ones that know they're in charge, but they can't really do anything because they're cute. You know, that's kind of my speed.
That's cool. Man, everybody's got their hangups, bro.
Yeah. Do what do you think is going on here with this tractor situation?
I don't know. I'm gonna go Bigfoot.
Okay. Do we have a radio with Bex and LoJack, or is the radio only with the folks?
It's just with the folks that are coming to do them.
All right. Then I'll radio to them and say, hey, when you meet up with LoJack and Bex, let them know the tractor looks an awful lot like the truck that we found. Over.
Okay. And then you hear them like forget to take their button off the hanger off the button, and they're like, "Hey Bex, they said that there's a tractor and it looks like the pickup truck." Like, it's that they're here. Like,
I'm gonna climb up on the tractor, I guess.
okay.
Can I get onto the roof?
Yeah.
What do you think it is, Bex?
I could.
I'm watching David with like his hand on his face. Nothing's even happened yet. Like,
This is so gonna get
happen
gift.
yet.
It's so gift, man.
Yeah. I think that's just like Bigfoot. I don't know. It seems to be the going. Look, either something big or a lot of some things that are like regular sized. You know.
I mean, all those stories been saying that Bigfoot, is real and out here, and
I mean, they've been saying that for ever, I think. So.
well, right, but like they said zombies weren't a thing either. And, here we are. I'm just gonna hang out here with the farmers, I think. Yeah.
The farmers. Are you gonna brush some plants?
No, I'm just gonna watch over them. He like straightens his back, and
you can brush the plant. That'd probably help us get out of here faster.
We'll see.
Yeah, probably. We've got some extra pollen and brushes in case we drop some or something like that happened. Like, they're all like going through bags and like getting stuff ready. They're like,
there's like this.
We got to get it done before it gets dark because it's gonna get dangerous out here. I mean, we don't want to be out here when there's like in the dark. If there's gonna have something happen, we gotta get this done.
There's like this false bravado, chest pumping up. They like, no, I'm good at watching over them, make sure they're okay.
Yeah,
it's totally
just be like,
yeah,
like I would help, but
But I think
and I'll like kind of like spit on the ground next to one of the like not too close to one of the farmers, but like like on the road or whatever, just to be like, ooh.
Yeah, they back away significantly.
Yeah.
Like they take that step to the sideways and then like kind of half eye you or the corner of their eye, and then they're like, there's something over there, and like leave entirely.
Just roll the eyes.
Mike, can
Um,
I figure
Take
out?
some out when you do that, Bex.
Can I
That's
figure
what I
out
do.
this tractor? Does it like? Can I tell if this thing is like before the fall got all smashed up or after the fall? Is there some way to figure that out?
um,
Like how recent all this, like maybe how much rust is on it or something
yeah,
like that?
do like a foresight, I guess.
Okay, sure. That is a 10 over 3. I
Okay,
mean, an 11 over 3.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of rust out here. Um, this is probably, if not when the crash happened, shortly afterwards.
Okay.
Maybe in that like there was about 3 months between when they first started being reports of like there's a zombie outbreak, and we're like, that's not a thing, right?
Right.
There's
Yeah.
this virus and it's coming to the country, and no.
Yeah.
But until
That's
there was
stupid.
like, oh, we need to be careful about it, until the government actually acted. There was like this 3 month span. So like
Right.
probably somewhere in there. Like,
Okay.
if not
Okay.
right after.
Okay.
I did want to throw in LoJack. You probably do see one of them as they're like standing there, like take out like a plastic spoon and one of those like the jars of meat, and like eat some of the jar of meat. But the jars of meat are made in Titan, which is like an enclave that you used to live in.
Oh.
And they used to go out and they used to come back with a long pig that they would use for food.
Oh my God.
And now they're out here selling jars of meat.
Oh my God.
Doris
Oh
was
my-
from Titan. Like,
We knew Daria.
Oh my God.
Hey, buddy. Where'd you buy that?
well,
Where'd you?
oh, you
Where'd
can
you buy
order them
that?
you can order them on the Ubik, and the B-mail drops them off right at your door. I got this box right before I left for the trip.
Jar of
Oh.
meat, it's an option.
No.
For me, it's a choice.
No.
How does it taste?
No.
A little gamey, really. But they really go hard with the paprika to try to cover it up. Like,
I think she just, or not, he ignores, well, tries to, and then walks after Bex or goes back to Bex. The meat things, have you seen those ads? The jars of meat,
That's choice.
they might be people. In fact, I'm pretty sure they are.
What makes you say that? I mean, it's like pretty good chance out here, but what? So I'm pretty sure.
So I know where they're canned at. And I used to live there, and it was kind of a racket they had.
Oh,
So yeah, just I wouldn't maybe tell Bug and Riley, like maybe not to eat those. I didn't realize they had actually sold.
there's also been an ad that
You
shows up
don't-
for
have
a
you
whole
had-
day's calorie in every bar, meal replacement bars that are sold by Doris Dolores Kitchens of Titan.
Don't buy things from Titan.
Soylent Purple.
Don't buy food from Titan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
mean, there's like the ethics of that, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there's just the people aren't healthy these days. That cannot taste good. And it
This-
can't be good for you.
He said it tasted
Just-
gamey.
At the least.
Just a warning. I'll let
Yeah, I'll
we
pass
should
on
let
that.
Bug and Riley know.
I don't even know, like
Maybe other people in the enclave. We should.
what would that do to me, right? Like, is that gonna like awaken something in me? know? Like,
I
don't
would
know. I'm gonna
hope
avoid
not.
it. I'm gonna
I
avoid
think you
it.
should. Yeah. Titan's not a good place.
There's so much more about Titan that's just it's not relevant to throw it out here right now today. Titan exists explicitly as a joke to make Kelly happy. That's what you need to know.
Yeah, Bex will just give one of those like, just kind of like, kind of looks, just like, and then go back to doing nothing. There's nothing to do right now.
Yeah.
and she's not allowed to go near anything. So,
Um,
Hello, Jack will
arms
keep Bex
folded.
company.
Riley's gonna like, he's got his binoculars, so he's just gonna like stand on top of the thing and look around, and look for any movement or anything. Those give me bonuses, I guess.
Yeah, I think the binoculars are +2 for an awareness check.
Spend a charge to get a +1 or +2, and I can spend a charge to get a +1. So I'll just do the +2. So I don't need to see far. And then my normal awareness is 1, so it'll be a +3. So I got an 8 out of 10. So this would be a 1 or an 11 out of 10.
11, yeah, that would be a success.
Okay. And while he's going to be like, so Bug, you ever think maybe that Bigfoot like looks like Bigfoot, but actually has like cow feet, and that's why nobody's like tracked it?
I don't know. Riley, I think that it's probably bullshit, right? I mean, it's probably a hailstorm or something. Like a really big hailstorm. Like just giant.
Big.
Or like a Minotaur, man.
I mean,
like the one off the energy drinks.
Yeah. Because
probably not, right? I mean, people would be like, people would have seen something big, It'd be pictures or something.
And you never know. Animals are like ninjas.
I don't know.
I think as you're having this conversation, you're like kind of like turning around with the binoculars up. You do spot like back at the front edge by the road, like the folks with the pollen are like starting to like make their way into the field. Right? They're like, we got a job to do. We're getting started. And as you're like kind of like panning around at one point, you do catch like something moves back in the woods, but you don't really see like the whole thing. It's just like the light swishes for a second.
Speaking of ninja animals, I think there's one in the woods.
What? No.
I mean, I saw something move. I don't know if it was a ninja or an animal or a ninja animal or a big feet, but or a minotaur.
Get your rifle and look at it.
Would my rifle do better than my binoculars?
I mean, like, to get rid of it, scare it off.
Well, I'm not gonna. So I'll look through my scope, but I'm not pulling a trigger. I mean, that's a wasted bullet.
No, like, look,
Can I get a will for that? Is that how that works?
No.
It already happened once.
No, look,
we went the easy route once.
Animals know to run from gunshots and stuff. So you put one down there, it'll run off, and then these flower painter people can do their thing, do their move in, move out, get it done. Just get rid of it. That's all I'm saying.
All right. If I see it again, I'll switch to the rifle. If I see any movement again, I'll just send a warning shot across the bow.
Okay.
Do big feet have bows?
I don't know. It sounds like a boat thing. Can I borrow your binoculars while you do that?
How are you going to see from down there?
It's all right. Good point. I'll climb up. Knowing
Also,
that you
don't
saw
forget my
something.
drone.
Actually, you know what? When you said you saw something, she was probably like, "I'm climbing up." That was probably the first answers. I'm climbing up.
Also,
Mike,
Brittany
is
hasn't
that
spotted any movement.
Is that an athletics to head up?
You can get up there. I think Riley got up there with that one too. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
so I think yeah, if Bug wants to make an awareness check, and if you want to make an awareness check using Brittany, you can.
Okay.
I'll let Brittany do that because it's one and done. Even though we're both like using implements, right? We're both kind of like scanning the horizon. Maybe I'm helping, right? In some way of like I'm looking in one area. So
I was gonna have you looking in other different spots.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Happy to do that. I failed.
What was that?
Just straight up. I just failed. So 6 under 10.
Brittany gets a. Let me find out what they're bonus +3, so +4. So, I got a 9 over 6.
Okay. As Brittany's kind of like coming around, like doing a view of like checking on everything from above, as it comes back around to like viewing that side where like the forest comes up to where the field is, it does catch motion for a second at that edge, and then like you can see for a second like rippling in the tops of the plants, but it kind of like it dies down. So whatever it was is not particularly tall, but like you caught it as like a little shadow there for a second.
Okay, so Bug, I got good news, bad news.
Okay.
What do you want first?
Well, just tell me both.
Okay, so the good news is not a Bigfoot.
Okay, good. That's awesome.
It's nowhere near tall enough. The
Wait.
bad news is it's in the field.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Any kind of point. I saw movement like going into the field, and then like when you're in the water and you're like doing the whole like.
Can she see the thing that he's pointing out, or is it like just over there? Like
if you want to go try to make another awareness check, like checking that end of the field.
Yes, I would love to do that. Okay, that is much better. That is an 8 over 4.
Okay. He points you over as like, over in that corner of the field. I saw the thing, it came in, and like, I saw the tops of the things as you're like, you don't see anything out there. And as you like pan across, there's like this moment where like in two other spots as you're like looking around.
What? I'm gonna get on the radio and I'll say, please hand the radio to Bex.
Bex is back on the street.
Okay, LoJack, whichever one. Hand the radio to LoJack.
They're both back on the street. We're already in the field. I'm trying to work here. We gotta get this done.
I gotta coordinate with them. Radio, give it to them right now.
I gotta. Okay, hang on. I gotta get my stuff back off so I can like put all this stuff down and not break anything. Then I'll go back. Like he's already in the field working.
I know. I don't care. Hand the radio to the people with guns.
Okay, give me a second. All right.
Riley is gonna turn around and face towards them and try to do a charade that there's something in the field. Like he's gonna point and then he's gonna do like
Thriller.
It's gonna be like,
Is that Riley on top of something? That's
Bex, did you ever see on like the Ubik like those dance challenges? Do you think that's what Riley's trying to do right now?
But they're also kind of quick like a bunny, so he also does like the bunny rabbit thing.
I haven't seen this one before.
I don't think people normally look like that constipated when they do those, so I think something might be wrong.
Can we look at the field? Can I look around the field and see if I see anything?
From here at ground level, you see field.
Good.
I love our complete inability to find out information that is useful to us.
Yes.
Hey, did you hear about like the raccoons that have grenades?
What?
It was
Where would
just,
they get grenades?
it was a thing I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I overheard Longbow. He was, Longbow from the Incidentals. He was
Yeah.
like talking about how he had a bag of grenades and the raccoons got into him.
Got like the little paws, right?
I mean, they got opposable thumbs, right?
Like the
They could
hands,
probably
yeah.
pull the. They could probably pull the. Wow. What
So
would
if there's
So-
raccoons in the field with grenades?
So
What if it's not
Chesapeake's
Bigfoot?
face comes poking his head back out and like holding up the little SpongeBob radio. It's like, hey, they're trying to reach you. And like at first he like starts to say they're asking for Bex, and then like he second guesses handing something to Bex. It's like they're trying to reach you guys, and like
I'll
answers
just
the
take
back.
it from him. Sorry, Bex, they're rude. This is LoJack. Over.
LoJack, there's a couple of like dog things, or I don't know, something moving through and Bug is gonna try to tell them where she saw movement in the field.
It's
Yeah, so
in
Bug saw like kind of like towards the middle and towards the little left side, like left third.
Riley's gonna help.
Yeah,
They're
what Riley saw was like on the right third.
they're left treeward.
Wait. So we saw movement on the right and on the left.
And
Oh
in the
wait.
middle.
Oh, yeah, it's on the tree side.
Hey,
You
you know
also-
what? We
you
can't
also
make
now
a wrong
do
choice
see-
of where to head.
You do see from here now, because they're taller. The people who are here to work in the field, like moving through the field that direction. They're, like starting to go past where the tractor is here. They're starting to make their way deeper into the field.
I think it's the opposite of Bigfoot. I think they're like
Little feet.
were midgets, or they're little.
I'm just gonna say that there's something moving in the woods, left, right, and center, or not in the woods, in the field, deeper into the field that the farmers haven't gotten to yet. We got to do something about this. And then I'm gonna be like, Riley, go shoot at one of them. Come on.
Bex, do you want to take the side closest to the road, I
Take the-
guess?
I'll take the long way. Yeah.
I mean, if I get a shot at one, I'm gonna take it. But
I'm gonna.
So I think in all right, time out here for a second. In the field near where the tractor's at, you do hear like a rustling, swishing noise, and then you hear a scream, and like one of the people who had like the packs with like the little brush and thing, like is just covered in blood and comes like flying through the thing and like slams into the front of the tractor.
I don't think they're friendly.
What the hell is that, Bex?
So we can roll initiative now.
What is that? That's a good question.
What's my speed?
13.
12.
How do I play this game? What's my speed? 9.
And Bug.
9.
Can I
roll
get
off.
the 2 9s to roll off? Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
6.
Okay. So we are Riley, Bex, Bug, and then LoJack. Okay. So yes, Riley, you are up first.
Can I see them? Have I got a shot on anything?
There is motion in there, but it's not something where you can see something specifically. You could try to fire a shot into it. It would be what's called a precision roll, which is you just roll the dice. You don't get any modifiers added to it.
But I might also hit our friend, or that person's out. They got thrown. Right?
That person is, yeah, they are bent in half on the wrong angle across the front of this tractor.
We're gonna take a shot. We'll take a shot.
Okay.
6/7.
Okay. You fire the shot, like the field rustles, like you don't hear anything make any particular noise. You do hear like rapid footsteps over there.
I think I
Like
got
lots
it.
of them. Lately. Roll foresight for me.
This is terrifying.
5 critical, 5 failure.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no. This is a crit fail.
You hear footsteps somewhere and you don't know where.
You have Will,
Like
or you haven't gotten it back, right?
I
Well-
haven't gotten it back yet.
Yeah.
You'd only be able to turn that into a regular failure, though.
Yeah.
I think you you hear a scream in a different part of the field, like off to the right.
They're everywhere.
No. No.
Bex. Sorry. You do have your Twitch. Do you want to hold on to your Twitch in case you need to dodge or react to something, or did you want to go full offense where you can take another shot at the end of the round? I think. Okay. Ethan knows. David blinks. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
I
gotta.
think we lost Texas. Like,
Do we? Oh yeah, we
Oh,
did lose
shit.
Texas.
Oh damn, we did. Oh no, Texas.
Earth to Texas.
No. Tejas, come back to us. Don't secede yet. We got shit to do.
Don't secede yet. I mean, would it be that big of a loss?
oh,
Just
now we're
say-
Oh,
Oh god,
what's up? It's
Where
the three
are
of
we?
us.
yeah.
where are
Hi.
we even?
I'm apparently playing low jack tonight. That's
I am both Bug and Bex. I don't
Yeah.
know which way I'm leaning on the overlay when I do either one.
yeah. That's we may take a second and go to break here for a second, right? Do you want to do
That-
that, or do you
that'd
want to
be-
try to?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to break.
Let's
Let's
give
go to
us
break.
some
It'll at
time.
least not have us be like crouching
Mike,
to try to be on
Mike,
a.
why did you put velociraptors after us?
You're
I've
gonna
seen
be
this
so-
scene.
Y'all are gonna be so angry when I get there. That's
We were hypothesizing it was Bigfoot, but instead we got Littlefoot, the like Brontosaurus or whatever from Land Before
Straight up,
Time.
dude. It's straight
Could
up.
be good,
The
could be
guys
good.
have the backpacks. They're going through a field of tall grass, and then one of them screams, and then velociraptors. I've seen this movie.
yeah. And then you see another one like off to the right, just ragdoll up out of the branch, just lay it back
No,
again.
don't do this to me.
Can't be good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take a minute and hope that Texas comes back online, right? Like that sounds
Yeah.
fair. I'd give it a thumbs up, but I don't know where the hell to put it. All right.
Texas, poor infrastructure. What?
No,
Oh
they're
my
fine.
God.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Cool. Yeah, so we'll be back in a second, everybody.